joints right here, man, that you play when you feeling down on your ism, right? Play this shit right here and resuscitate your pimpin' and get you right back on your mission, right? For you hoes, this that shit you play when you ain't feeling like super hoe today. Play this shit right here and spark up your hoeing and get you right back going, you dig? Dig this. Pimps for real, don't mistake it for fashion. The turf that birthed my reputation for mashing was the track with active, attractive hoes. Professional goers that attract the dough. Like magnets to metal, never settle. We scorching them fag bitches pedal for them portions. My whores win it all. Not the ones on the sideline wishing but didn't ball in the guidelines. My bitches did it all. Down 7 below in the snow for dough. Over 120 in the sun for fun. They mash for hours, hooker baths, not showers. Bright and early, down and dirty for the cash and power. They gotta get the cash, the towers, and reach it all to a pimp. In my position, I'm all but exempt. These bras not wimps, I'm like them renegade bitches. BFFs with tricks but never getting paid riches. Grenade bitches, they dynamite, blowing up on the pimpin' and missing when the time is right. But when they life gets strife, they see pimpin' shining bright, but they action is life without. Bitch, one strike you out. Can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga. See, that's the difference, nigga. The pimpin' mashin' for these riches, nigga. Nothing like you master magician niggas. Smoking mirrors with your game, hella extras to reflect the opposite appearance of a lame. Bitches coming from y'all, I can't rock with those. Tender-footed and rooted in them doctor shows. Soft shoe rituals, minute residuals. Papers on life support, your loots and critical. Something I learned about when running my earned route and working with turnouts is murdering burnouts. Cause knocking one of you niggas for a scarred bitch, that's knocking one of you niggas for some garbage. I'm heartless regardless, empty with sympathy, but banked up to the max with pimpathy. No remedy for me, I'm like this. My life is vice grip, synced in permanent ink. You can't rewrite this. My blood type is P positive, beautifully deposited with a lot of it. I'm popping this shit, and when I pop it so hard I make a trapping ass bad bitch wanna hoe hard. Can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga. Come on, pimpin', man, pop that shit. Show these sucker niggas they can't stop that shit. Let these hookers know if they wanna cop that shit. Treat the bag like it's hot, bitch, and drop that shit. Dig. And to you hoes, if you ever took a loss, bitch, show these bitches how to bounce back like a boss, bitch. Let them know that the best way to floss, bitch, is reach that paper to some pimpin' hoe and toss it. Can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Poppin' pimpin', nigga, can't stop, won't stop. Smashing on these bitches, nigga. One of them joints right here, man, that you play when you feeling down on your ism, right? Play this shit right here and resuscitate your pimpin' and get you right back on your mission, right? For you hoes, this that shit you play when you ain't feeling like super hoe today. Play this shit right here and spark up your hoeing and get you right back going, you dig? Dig this. Pimps for real, don't mistake it for fashion. The turf that birthed my reputation for mashing was the track with active, attractive hoes. Professional goers that attract the dough. Like magnets to metal, never settle. We scorching them fag bitches pedal for them portions. My whores win it all. Not the ones on the sideline wishing but didn't ball in the guidelines. My bitches did it all. Down 7 below in the snow for dough. Over 120 in the sun for fun. Yes, here we go. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and tapping in. Seeing y'all in the comments. What's happening with y'all on YouTube? What's happening with everybody on IG? Y'all already know, man, for the YouTube family, man. Wipe your feet off at the door when you step into a pimp's domain. Hit that like button. Yeah, man. Got to talk some shit this morning. Yeah, like only Freeze the Pimp can do. You dig? Yeah, man. You tuned in to Freeze the Pimp. The unapologetic, unadulterated, unfiltered pimp. You dig? Yeah, wipe your feet off at the door. Hydrate my game one time. Hey, Miss Jackson, I see you. I appreciate you digging the song. That's what's up. Glad you like it. Peace to everybody in attendance, man. You know we here to chop this game for breakfast. Breakfast on me, as usual. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and tapping in. Yeah, man, I just felt like talking some shit, man, because I know y'all don't really get this shit like that too often, man. You know, it's a lot of y'all that done been up close and personal with a lot of people that say they some pimping, but ain't never really heard no real pimping be popped in your face live direct and full effect like this, though. You dig? So I got to give it to you, man. Like only Freeze can. I got to give it to you. You know, because these niggas know they not pimping like that. They know they not pimping like that. And yeah, you know, this is motivated and inspired by the guys that's not pimping like that, that know they not pimping like that, that just love putting their mouth on this pimping, man. And they know they not pimping like that. They know it. They know it, but they think that I don't know it, and they think that you don't know it. And you might not know it, but Freeze know it. I know what's going on, man. And I know that y'all not pimping like that, man. You might got some money. You might have convinced some bitches to hand you a few dollars and shit like that, man. But hey, you know, you not pimping like that. Just because you convince somebody to hand some money over to you, man. You know, it's one thing to compromise for it. It's another thing to con for it. And it's a whole different thing to pimp for it. And see, everybody nice on these platforms, man. And even off the platforms, you know, when cats be down and around, you know, they don't really be pulling their Gensu out like that, you know, as often as need be. You know, you still have instances where cats get chopped up on a blade, or, you know, in a parking lot at a club or something like that, you know, where the pimps be at. You have some instances where cats get to chopping, you know, but this type of shit that's happening right now don't go on enough. And then, yeah, I got to speak on that, man. You know, speaking of, you know, choppings in parking lots and shit like that, man. Hey, listen, man. You know, some people be forgetting who they are, right? And, you know, some people allow themselves to be intimidated by the appearance of things, by somebody's circumstance. You know, somebody might have more money than you, right? They might have more material items than you, right? And you might allow that to fool you into believing that they got more pimping than you. But listen, man, just because they got more materials than you, or as much or whatever, or they got, you know, some bras handing it over and shit like that, that don't mean that they got more pimping than you. I'm tired of these guys, man, you know, that this really official allowing themselves to be chopped up by the unofficial, by the artificial. You know what I mean? Because these guys, they not pimping like that, man. You know, I seen somebody that I got a lot of love for, man, just recently allow itself to get chopped up by somebody that's like, come on, man. Come on, man. I know what you did last summer. I know what you did the summer before that and the summer before that. I know what you do every summer. I know what you gonna do this summer. And guess what you do every summer, just like you gonna do this summer? No pimping. Yeah, man. But, you know, again, this guy, man, that I know is really some pimping. You know, I know he's really official. I know he really done his thing, cross country, well respected, been around for a long time. And he just let this dude just talk to him in ways that he shouldn't, man. You know, and I'm gonna just say a few things, right? You know, it ain't nothing like being in tune with yourself and knowing yourself. You know, and sometimes, excuse me, sometimes, you know, cats forget who they are. And it might be circumstances, you know, they might be going through something. They might be going through something mentally, emotionally, whatever the case may be, right? And they forget who they are. They forget their resume. They forget, you know, all the sacrifices that they made to be respected in the way that they are by people that matter. Right? They forget who they are, man. They forget what they done been through. They forget all the ups, downs, and turnarounds and shit like that, man. And, you know, a lot of times when this happens, man, you know, people resort to substances and, you know, alcohol and things like that, man. And in this case that I'm talking about, man, this guy that I got a lot of love and respect for, man, you know, he was inebriated beyond reason. You know, he was drunk in the midst of this chopping. And he didn't have no reason to allow this chopping to take place the way that it did because, you know, if he was in tune with who he was and also in tune with the person that was, you know, he was engaging with, man, he wouldn't have let this happen, man. You know, because see, on one hand, let me tell you about this situation, right? On one hand, you have somebody that is well known for doing their thing, but has notoriety as a rapper in the game too, right? And a lot of people be coming for this individual because he's a well-known rapper in the game, right? And in a lot of cases, you have guys in the game that rap, but they really not pimping like that. They use the rap as leverage to assist them where they lack with the game. You know, they use the rapping for a lack of pimping. They really ain't pimping like that. They ain't got no pimping with them. So they use the rapping to serve as smoke and mirrors to convince broads, you know, to choose them based on the popularity, based on the clout. And the difference with this guy that I'm talking about, he's the real deal. Like, he's actually official, right? And he made a name for himself in the game, paid dues in the game long before he was ever rapping, right? See, that's what people who ain't really official or ain't been around long enough or have been around long enough, but they just not really official like that. And a lot of them is local jokers that don't go nowhere because they can't go nowhere because they gonna fall on their face if they try to go somewhere. So they stay in a little safe town where they know everybody, and you know they ain't really got a pimp like that, and they playing the services, or they hiding they chicks in places where pimping ain't gonna sweat them and all that other type of shit. So you know it's real comfortable where they are. So you know it's not the same thing with this guy that I'm talking about, right? This guy that I'm talking about, man, he done been around. And like I said, he established a name for himself in the game long before he ever recorded a song and put it out talking about the game, right? So, um, that's him. This other guy, listen, man, this other guy not pimping like that. You know what I mean? This other guy, you know, has been known to have some money and some material things. And they might come off the earnings from, you know, ladies, but it's not really pimping like that. See, listen, man, if you have a situation again where, okay, let's go down the line of things. First of all, you know, you have your girls in a service, right? They do their thing through an escort service, and it's just a matter of them answering the phone and, you know, getting instructions from the service that you can't give her to go get the money because you ain't pimping like that. You can't give her the instructions to go break on this trick, so she waits on a call from the service to tell her what trick to go to and what to break them for, and then they break her for half of it. You know what I mean? So if the call is, you know, 1,000, the service gonna break the bitch before you get a chance to break the bitch because they really the ones doing their thing, not you. So yeah. So it's a 50-50 thing. And you know, when you have this type of situation going on, your people ain't really being challenged like that. You know, see, when you really pimping, you sending your people out there to be challenged like that, especially when you going out there and you sweating people's game, you in the casinos, you see somebody else's 304, you get in her ear telling her what you want her to hear and all that type of stuff, campaigning, trying to knock her, you know, but can't nobody do that with your peoples because they hidden. They not down. They sitting somewhere waiting for a phone call from an escort service. They not down. You know what I mean? So, you know, they protected from being sweated. They ain't never experienced the pressure that real ladies in the game experience. Right? So you have this. So that's one aspect of it, right? Then moving beyond that, you have the factor of compromise, right? See, a lot of these guys, they can't get abroad to get with them based on them being themselves, right? Because they got the same thing in common with the broad. Don't neither one of them like theyself. You know what I mean? You don't like you and the broad don't like you. It's just that, you know, you got other things going on that might appeal to her beyond just you being yourself. So you might play the porn star role in order to get abroad. You know what I mean? You getting her with your little head because your big head ain't got enough game in it. So you getting her with the little head, right? You have those approaches in the game. Then you have guys that become a girlfriend with the broad. You know what I mean? My pimping ain't enough to knock her, so maybe I can knock her playing the girlfriend role with her. I'll just be her girlfriend. We'll be chatty patties together whenever she want to gossip and complain about other pimps or, you know, wifeys that she's jealous of. I'll be here, you know, and I'll have my fingers crossed, and maybe after we become such good girlfriends, she might want to come pay me. Right? So you have that going on as well. Right? So again, let's go through it. On one hand, you got this guy known as a rapper, but really pimping though. Really done been down cross country. You know what I mean? Every which way that you could do your thing. Sending them into casinos, putting them down on the blade, probably putting them in the strip club. I don't know 100% sure, but it wouldn't surprise me. Just every way that you could do your thing. And then, you know, them really mashed in California though. See, people don't put enough emphasis on that, and cats who ain't from the West Coast really be hating on that. But we just got to keep that shit real, man. A lot of y'all dudes is scared of California. Been scared of California and scared to go out there and try to really do your thing because you know either you ain't gonna make no money because you ain't got the game for it, or you gonna get knocked off. You know what I mean? Because there's plenty of cats outside in California with something to say. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of other shit out there too, but it's really some pimping going on in California. And a lot of y'all are scared of that. You know what I mean? And if you ain't ever been to California and you going off of social media or hearsay, then you gonna be like, oh yeah, man, everybody in California gangbanging. Everybody in California putting it on Pimp Street and they yimping and all that old type of shit. You're saying that because you ain't been there. Because if you go there, you gonna see that, yeah, it's a lot of that going on. But see, another thing that people don't talk about is that shit is going on everywhere. Every city in every state in the country that you go to, you got boyfriends trying to pimp, you got gangbangers trying to pimp, you got the dope man, the weed man trying to pimp. You have all of that going on in every city and state. It's not just California, right? But what I will say, if you some pimping, not the gangbanger trying to pimp, not the weed man trying to pimp, not the scammer trying to pimp. I'm talking about if you really some pimping in California, you got to put some respect on that. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of cats that's scared to go to California. They not going to go there. You know what I mean? So for those, and I'm not just talking about people that's from California. Don't get it misunderstood. I'm talking about cats from everywhere, because you got cats from everywhere who done came to California and really pimped. So I'm not just talking about people from California. It don't matter where you from. If somebody done went to California and really pimped, you got to put some respect on their name. And a lot of y'all dudes is scared of California. You know what I mean? You got cats from New York who done went to California and pimped. You got cats from Memphis who done went to California and pimped. You got cats from Texas who done went to California and pimped. You got cats from Chicago who done went to California and pimped. You got cats from all over the country who have went to California and pimped. Right? And everybody knows that in order to make it in California as some pimping, you really got to pimp. You know what I mean? You probably going to do your best pimping in California as opposed to anywhere else, you know? And I can't knock nobody for going to these other places because, you know, the getting is good. You know, in Vegas, the getting is good. In Miami, the getting is good. New Orleans, the getting is good. Chicago, the getting is good. New York, the getting is good. But see, the difference is in a lot of these other places, you don't really have to have no pimping to get some money and avoid the bullshit, you know. But in California, in order to do your thing and get some money and really thrive, you got to be pimping. And a lot of dudes is scared of that. That's why they're not going to California. So back to the guy that I'm talking about, right? Yeah, he raps, but he done really did some pimping though, cross country. All up and down California, all up and down the West Coast, all through the East Coast, the South, Texas, Florida. You know what I mean? Done really been around on that island in Hawaii. That's where I met him at. You know what I mean? That's when you know somebody really pimping. When y'all from the same region, but y'all meet in a whole different part of the world for the first time. You dig? Yeah, we met in Hawaii for the first time. Down. You dig? So, again, yeah, he raps, but really pimping, well respected, even before the rapping, really pimping before the rapping, versus and having his money, by the way, you know, doing his thing, having money and materials and out the game, out of his pimping, you know what I mean, off his pimping, out the bitch. But then versus another individual having some money and materials, but, you know, got them 304s protected by the service, never getting sweated. You know what I mean? Wouldn't even know what to do if they was under some pressure for real, because they ain't never been under no pressure, ain't never been tested like that. Just wait on a phone call and get told where to go and what to do, and then break off half to the service and then come back. Yeah, that. And then, because you can't knock 304s with pimping, you knocking them with your penis, and you knocking them with the girlfriend role, sitting up and gossiping about other pimps, dirty macking and all that old type of shit. It don't even compare. You know what I mean? It just ain't the same. As you can see, they both getting money, but man, everything ain't pimping. Everybody ain't pimping like that. And it ain't even my situation, but I was offended looking at that shit, man. Cause I know both individuals and I know what's really going on. And it's like, come on, man. Stop that. You dig? But yeah, man, a lot of cats ain't pimping like that, man. And I want people to understand the difference. And I see I'm a really have to turn this shit up, man. I'm gonna have to really get back to fully in tune with my old self. You know what I mean? And just, looking up, not even looking at somebody twice in the pimp circle, not shaking their hands. Yeah, I'm notorious for that. You know what I mean? See, a lot of y'all be too nice. You be scared to tell somebody how you feel. You'll smile in somebody's face, but you be hating them the whole time, or you be envious of them the whole time and all that old type of shit. Be a lot of weird shit going on in this motherfucking game. But I don't play no games like that. If I don't like you and I don't respect you, you gonna know. I'm not gonna make a big spectacle out of it, but if we see each other, I'm not shaking your hand, I'm not smiling in your face, I'm not chopping it up with you, knowing I know that you's a sucker. You know what I mean? Knowing I know that the only way that you knock a broad is by being a buster to her. The only way that you knock a broad is by being her girlfriend. The only way that you knock a broad is being an adult entertainer with the broad. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not the same. Everybody ain't pimping like that, man. Hold on, man. Let me put some more love in my body. Hey, listen. Come on, man. Y'all got to wipe y'all feet off at the door when you step into a pimp's domain. Hit that like button. Let me hydrate my game one more time. Hold on. All right, hold on a second. Oh shit. Tripping. Hold on. Jim, good looking with the $5 holla. Appreciate you. Nino Williams, good looking with the $30 holla. You dig? Much love to you as well, man. But yeah, man. You niggas ain't pimping like that, and you know it, man. Just get your little money with your little girlfriends or your content co-creators. You know what I mean? And all that old type of shit, and just, do your thing, man. But don't have no criticism for the ism. Don't put your mouth on this pimping, man. And then I got to say this too, right? I got to speak up not just for myself, but for my brother Sinful to P, because as y'all know, he ain't here to speak for himself, right? So, I got to speak for him in only a way that I can, because it's certain ways as a young active pimp that I relate to Sinful to P that nobody else do, right? So I got to speak on this shit, man. But listen, man, because I see a lot of you busters going live with these punk broads that, love slandering my brother's name, right? And, it's like every day, people sending me shit. I don't be acknowledging the shit, right? But people sending me shit, man, and telling me about shit that these busters be entertaining and being a part of and all this so type of shit. Listen, man. For somebody to be, as they call it on the internet nowadays, a PDF file, right? In order for somebody to be a PDF file, this is somebody that has no character. This is somebody that has no discipline, right? And just like you'll never see a shark jump out the water and start, walking on land because it's not in their nature to do so. And just like you'll never see a grizzly bear go into the ocean and just start living there because it's not in that grizzly bear's nature to do that. When something is in your nature, you can expect that person to do certain things, right? Human beings, we don't have wings on our back, so we don't just fly through the sky. We don't have gills, so we don't just abide in the ocean. It's human nature to be a certain type of way, right? And within that, as men, we develop certain characteristics about ourselves and certain natures about ourselves, and we behave according to that, right? We behave according to the behaviors that we learn growing up, scripting that we had, influences that we had coming up, so on and so forth, right? So I say all of that to say, when somebody is a PDF file, it's so many different characteristics that go along with that. Again, this is somebody who don't have character. This is somebody who doesn't have self-control. This is somebody who doesn't have discipline, right? This is somebody who, is just a slimy individual, and you'll be able to see it if you got a keen enough eye to pay attention and observe and catch on to the shit, right? So, it's offensive to me just knowing Sinful to P as well as I did, and do, when they try to talk about my brother in certain ways, because it's like, this is somebody who, whenever he decided to, would go 100 days with just only putting fruit, water, and toothpaste in his mouth, right? This is somebody who has turned down, what y'all would consider to be your biggest choosing fee ever, if somebody approached you with that. Done turned down money from super badass bitches, right? The same bras that y'all be bending over backwards. See, that's why y'all hate my brother so much, even though he been gone all this time and y'all still can't keep his name out your mouth. This why you hate him so much, because them bras that y'all was dreaming about, them bras that you was liking every post and commenting on every post and liking everything on her story and constantly in her DM, but she wasn't giving you no rhythm. Yeah, them is the same bras that Sinful wasn't even sweating. They was sweating him. Yeah, that's why y'all mad. But again, this is somebody who, like I said, man, any given time, whenever he decided to, 100 days, fruit and water. Meanwhile, y'all can't resist lean. You can't resist pills. You can't resist cigarettes. You can't resist soda. You can't resist cocaine. You know what I mean? You definitely can't resist an attractive broad alone with you. Y'all have never done the things that this man has done. And I ain't even talking about just checking money. I'm talking about just as a man. The type of man that he was. Y'all have never been there for a split second in your life. So what makes you think that somebody like myself or anybody like me who got any type of sense, even people who didn't really know Sinful like that, who had any type of sense about theyself, right? What makes you think that somebody gonna believe your ass, you fat, you can't resist food, you can't resist drugs, You know what I mean? You ain't got no game. You stupid. You ain't articulate. You insecure. You got low self-esteem, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, all the shit, diabetes, all this shit. And meanwhile, you know, you trying to make yourself bigger than my brother by putting a PDF file slander on his name, when the man resists all kind of shit that you can't resist. Just being himself. You know what I mean? This is somebody that grew up in holiness, that studied scriptures profusely, right? You know, somebody with self-discipline out of this world, that y'all who be slandering him, you can't even imagine. You've never been close to having that kind of self-discipline about yourself, never for a split second in your life. You know what I mean? If y'all try to go 5 days on just fruit and water, you're not going to make it. If you try to go 24 hours without whatever drug is your master, whatever drug you a slave to, you're not going to make it. And you trying to make it like this extremely highly self-disciplined man, this man with all this class, all this character that you can't pretend to have, that, you know, if you spend that's what's so disappointing, is a lot of y'all who be putting your mouth on him have been around this man and, you know, had conversations with this man and seen this man pimp and all of this shit. And, you know, the jealousy and the envy, you know, maybe because he broke on your girlfriend that you was talking to for weeks and months, hoping that, you know, with your fingers crossed, hoping that she was going to give you something. He came through and broke her after one conversation on one day. Yeah, you still mad about that shit, even though it might have been years or some of y'all decades, right? But, you know, this man with all these things about himself that you can't pretend to have, that it's so natural, right? And you with all your jewelry and all your money that you be counting on your story and all the pictures that you be taking with all these different broads and all this old type of shit, and, you know, the different cars that you done took pictures and videos in, and your big house and all this old type of shit, you still can't manage to have the same type of action that Sinful the P had, sitting in a room, you know, when he was in Scottsdale with no fancy background, with a do-rag on his head and a sweatsuit, you know what I mean, sitting by the pool, or, you know, suited and booted, sitting at the crib in an empty room, you know, getting way more action than you, just based on how he talk, just based on his personality and his charisma, right? You know, it's funny to me, like, you little dudes, man, y'all some babies, man. Y'all babies. You know, y'all some little babies, man, putting your mouth on this man, and it's like, you don't even compare. So if he's able to resist all these things that you can't resist, what makes you think that he, like, was seeking out children? With all these grown ass women, you know, who coast to coast, some of them probably watching right now, that done broke theyself to this man, grown ass women. You know what I mean? He had action at more grown ass women than you could ever imagine for yourself, with all your fancy shit to cover up the fact that you's a lame and a no game having ass buster. All the action from all these different grown ass women, and you think he just seeking out children? All this action and all this self-discipline, all this class and all this character, you know, that he's always been known to have since childhood. You know, people that knew him from childhood will tell you the same thing. And you think that he can't control himself around children? Like, and not just that, but he's seeking out children? You got to be a goofball to even believe that. Right? Your brain got to be turned off. Or you got to be only operating on 2 cylinders in your mind to believe that this type of man can be that type of man at the same time. That these two totally contrary types of individuals can operate in the same body at the same time. You got to be brainless. You got to really have shit for brains. Seriously. Right? And then, with myself, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, see, that's why a lot of y'all hate me, because the shit that y'all got to do, you gotta pop perks and snort powder and pop pills with the broad and have a sexcapade with her in order to knock her. Meanwhile, Freeze don't have to do none of that and still gonna knock her. Right? You know what I mean? You can't knock her just being yourself. You can't get her to like you just being yourself, because you don't like you just being yourself. That's why you got all this other extra shit going on to cover up for the shit that you don't like about yourself. Because if you don't like it about yourself, she ain't gonna like it about yourself. You know what I mean? And trying to put that on me. Trying to put the same label on me. And it's like, come on, man. Look at me and look at you. Listen to me and listen to yourself. Like, knock it off, man. Y'all not pimping like that. You ain't never did nothing special. You might have got a decent breaking or two here and there, or a few, or whatever. You know what I mean? But, like I said, a lot of y'all turn into a buster in order to have the broad. Get the dirty Mac and other individuals in the game that you jealous of in order to have the broad. Getting high with the broad with drugs that you probably wouldn't even do in any other circumstance just to have action at the broad. You know what I mean? And then, man, then the husbands got some nerve. You a husband. You have a food addiction. You have an opioid addiction. You have a cigarette addiction. You got all these addictions. Shit that you can't go a day without having in your life, or you gonna fall apart. You know what I mean? Y'all the same type of dudes, man. People who done been to jail know what I'm talking about, man. A lot of these dudes, if they go to jail, man, they gonna be asleep for the first 5 days. Yeah, why is that? Because they ain't got their drugs. Yeah. And you talking about me. I go to jail, I'm programmed as soon as I get there. Push-ups, sit-ups, squats, you know what I mean? All that. Getting straight to it, calisthenics, not breaking stride, working out just like I work out on the streets every day, just like I worked out this morning. You know what I mean? You're not the same. Can't believe some of y'all with the audacity putting your mouth on me. You know what I mean? You can't drive past a Wendy's drive-through without itching to go through it. Putting all that bullshit in your trash-ass body. When all the great things, all the love that I done put into my body, all the work that I done put into my body and my mind. You know what I mean? All the studying that I done, all the great things that I done just with myself. And then, the service that I provide to the game. Being a positive influence on the young people in the game. You know what I mean? Advising them what to do and what not to do. Discouraging the bullshit. Yeah, how many young pimps you done influenced to do lean though? How many young pimps you done got started on a powder habit? How many young pimps you done influenced to become alcoholics and gave them a gambling problem and all this old type of shit? Yeah, man, y'all toxic, man. Y'all poison to the game. Putting your mouth on me, man. If you don't knock it off, Yeah, ain't nobody ever developed a gambling habit being around me, or a cigarette habit, or a powder habit, or an alcohol habit, or nothing like that. Ain't nobody ever, not no lady in the game, not no guy in the game that done been around me and was looking up to me. Yeah, ain't nobody ever developed no bad habit being around me. What about you though? You know what I mean? How many bras you done turned into dope fiends? Yeah. Man, knock it off, man. Keep your mouth off of me, man. Don't talk about me. Unless you saying, the 100 though. That freezes an asset to the game. Yeah, no matter how much you dislike it, keep that shit 100, man. Yeah, the truth hurts sometimes. The truth don't taste good in your mouth sometimes. And if it don't taste good in your mouth, you ain't got to have it in your mouth. But don't put the lies in your mouth in place of the truth, though. You know what I mean? Like, keep that shit 100 when you talking about freeze. You know what I mean? Just because you done convince some show bus shorties, you know what I mean, with helmets and a chin strap on to hand you a few dollars and all that old type of shit, and you doing it in these comfortable ass places like Vegas and New Orleans and Miami, you know what I mean? And shout out to the pimps who done actually pimped in them places. But man, it's a lot of retarded ass, goofy ass, sucker ass, wannabe ass niggas who done got some money in them places, man, didn't have an ounce of game with them. Yeah. For real though. You know what I mean? Shout out to the giants in them places that I just named and in other places who done actually pimped in California though. Who ain't scared to pimp in California? See, man, one thing about me, you could put me anywhere and I'm still gonna pimp and get my money and do my thing and ain't gonna be no sucker shit with it. Straight lace pimping. Everybody can't say that. Everybody haven't done that. Everybody can't do that. Yeah, you put me anywhere. Yeah, a lot of y'all dudes is regional, man. A lot of y'all dudes is local jokers, man. A lot of y'all dudes just got lucky. Everybody and everything else is doing it for you. The service is doing it for you. The location is doing it for you. The environment is doing it for you. The drugs is doing it for you. Yeah, ain't no pimping with you. Y'all not pimping like that, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, sucker ass niggas, man. And y'all know who you is too, man. Man, it's so many weirdos in the game, man. Man, like I said, the husbands, the active husbands, you know what I mean? They try to lie and give you an excuse as to why they married the broad, but really they just married the broad because they love her, man. And if you love her, that's cool, man. You know? It's all good. But, when you a husband that, again, you got an opioid habit and you short and fat and built like Slimer off of Ghostbusters, hey, man, we not the same, man. Don't talk about me. Don't talk about me, man. Leave me alone. Don't tag me in nothing. You know what I mean? Don't tag my name on Instagram or Facebook or none of that, man. Leave me alone. I don't even be thinking about you niggas, man. I don't see y'all like that. Them people who don't know no better see you like that. And then a lot of y'all, man, be trying to win today's game with yesterday's points, man. And you think that because you had some money once upon a time, man, that people still believe that shit, man. But come on, man. And you in places again like Vegas and all these easy ass towns, man. Ain't never pimped in California. How you been in the game decades and ain't never pimped in California, man? You know what I mean? Y'all not pimping like that, man. Leave my name out your mouth. Your wife kick you out whenever she feel like it, man. See, y'all be getting fooled. You think that because people done had certain money before and certain material items and all that type of shit before and it came from abroad, you think they pimping like that. But I'm here to tell you they not pimping like that, man. What pimp get kicked out the house by his wife? Come on, man. What pimp is a slave to drugs? You know what I mean? Oh, pookie ass nigga, man. Come on, man. It's just calling me and just calling me. I just gotta go to it. Nigga, you go to jail right now, nigga. You gonna sleep for 5 days. You gotta kick that dope, nigga. Yeah, you gonna sleep for 5 days. Talking about me, man. Yeah, I ain't even gonna bless you with a mention. But just know I know the truth. You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna mention your sorry ass name. Putting your mouth on my brother, man, and he been gone. And it's like, and then that's the, man, I want to say this fool name so bad, but I don't even want to bless him, right? But people know who I'm talking about, man. Nigga, you was in my DM crying when Sinful died. You was in my DM crying. Then you deleted the message. You unsent the message. Come on, man. Stop that. You was in my DM crying about Sinful to P, but then now you keep talking about him and you talking about me and all this old type of shit when you done tried to be my buddy, you done tried to be my friend. Man, knock it off, man. And all these lies you be telling, man, that's not gonna make people like you anymore. You know, all these lies that you telling, man, you know, that's not gonna, you know, tell the truth. You know, tell the truth how you was showing your wife pictures of me like, baby, yeah, you see Freeze, man, you see how Freeze built? Yeah, baby, I'm trying to be built just like that. You old fat back ass nigga, man. Stop that. You big old pimpin', but you showing your wife pictures of Freeze, saying this what you want to be built like. You probably showed her a picture of me with my shirt off. Oh, shit. Here you is, built like Grimace from McDonald's. You know what I mean? You built like purple ass Grimace from McDonald's. You know what I mean? And you showing your wife pictures of Freeze with his shirt off, saying, baby, this is what I want to be built like. Come on, man. You not pimping like that, man. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. And see, man, if we see each other again, it's going to be bad. You going to want to get violent. But then again, you ain't going to want to get violent. You know what I mean? You do all that WrestleMania shit on the internet talking about it's going to be furniture moving and all this old type of shit. Nigga, you too out of breath to move some damn furniture, nigga. You talking about moving furniture with me? Freeze. The Freeze that be in the gym all the time. The Freeze that could bench press your weight, but you can't bench press your own weight. The Freeze that if you try to like do anything with, you gonna have a heart attack. All I gotta do is dance around with your ass and you gonna pass out. And don't let us be in Vegas or something like that where you be at, you know what I mean, where it's hot. Don't let us be outside in the summertime or something. You really gonna pass out. All I gotta do is dance with your ass. Oh, fat, sloppy, built ass. Man. But if we ever see each other, man, see, that's the difference between you and me. I have no doubt that I could whoop you if we go toe to toe physically. You gonna get whooped for sure, right? You gonna need a weapon or something like that. But when it comes to this game, see, that's what make the pimpin' so beautiful. Like, boy, I will beat the dog shit out of you with this game. Your mouth ain't cold enough, man. You can't talk like that. And then don't let you be high. Don't let you be high off that mud. You really ain't gonna be able to talk. You probably gonna fall asleep in the midst of me roasting your ass. Like, we not the same, man. Like, we don't even compare, dude. Like, stop it. I don't be thinking about you. Leave me alone. You not pimping like that. You know what I mean? You probably somewhere right now with an apron on making your wife breakfast. I'm serving game for breakfast, and you over there making breakfast for your wife, being a good house husband. Like, come on, man, we not the same. Don't talk about me. You know what I mean? Like, leave me alone. You're not pimping like that, sir. You're not. And you know it. You know what I mean? See, when you pimping like that, them hoes know, man, and they give you respect. They give you credit for helping them evolve and grow into who they are. But see, when you not pimping like that, man, them hoes get to thinking they built they self. Yeah. Man, I couldn't even imagine a broad thinking that she built herself that was messing with me, man, that was down for me, getting instructed and breaking herself to me for an extended period of time, man. I can't even imagine. I don't even know what that feel like. I don't know the first step to even feeling like that. Yeah, but your wife, she thinks she made herself. Man, leave me alone. You don't want to do this. And then, like I said, man, if we ever see, boy, that'll probably be my coldest roasting, man. Y'all think I roasted SP in Miami, or any of y'all who done seen me face to face roast people before? You think I done roasted people before? You think I done roasted people on Instagram or YouTube and all that? Man, that will be my best work. If I see that fat little Slimer built ass overgrown piece of shit looking ass, if I see him, man, that's gonna be my best work. That's gonna be my best work. I guarantee you. You know what I mean? That's gonna be the most that I ever embarrass somebody in this game. You know what I mean? He don't want that. He need to leave me alone. But then, you know, some people do want that, man. Some people have weird fetishes, man. They like to get chopped up by this pimping, man. You know, I think people got fetishes about that type of shit, man. So whatever it is, man, I'll give you what you want, if that's what you want. You know what I mean? Y'all got to make up shit on me because, you know, the truth about me is so cold, you know? So you try to distract people and, you know, throw people off with lies. Right? You got to come with the lies when it come to me. Because, you know, we don't compare at all. We don't compare at all. You know what I mean? You toxic. You make people's lives worse wherever you go. I make people's lives better wherever I go. I'm an asset to people. I'm a servant to the game. I serve the game with game, and I serve inspiration to the game. I serve justice to the game. I serve knowledge, information to the game. Like, I'm a servant to the game. You dig? And I'm so humble and appreciative of that. I'm so humbled by the fact that people can listen to me and look at me and take something from what I put on the internet and, you know, use that to affect change in their real life. You can't say that, though. You can't say that. You know what I mean? You know, we not the same. You know, you need all that other shit. You need all that shit to distract people from the fact that you you need all that other shit to distract people from the fact that you look like Tugboat. You know what I mean? That you look like Earthquake from the WWF. That you look like Yokozuna. You need jewelry and sunglasses and, you know, designer clothes that don't even fit your sloppy ass body right. Boy, if them designers could see your ass with their clothes on, they'll probably buy that shit back from you. For real, man. If these designers could see some of these people, especially this fat sloppy husband that I'm talking about, man, if them designers could see his ass with they shit on, I guarantee you they'll try to buy that shit back. Like, nah, man. We'll give you some money, man, whatever. Nah, we can't do this, man. You not this wasn't made for you. You know what I mean? This wasn't made for people that look like you. People that's built like you. Nah, take this money, take that shit off. We got this other stuff for you to put on. Go up in that closet. Yeah, we gonna pay you for that too. Everything you got, give it to us. We gonna pay you. We gonna pay you double what you paid for it. We gonna give you double. I don't care if it's 5 years old, you done wore it 100 times. Give it to us. We want it. We don't want you to have it. We will pay you. You're not supposed to wear our stuff. We didn't make it for people that's built like you. We didn't make this for wild animals. You know what I mean? We don't make we don't make clothes for pigs. We don't make clothes for bears. We don't make clothes for hippos. We don't make clothes for rhinos. We don't make clothes, we don't make clothes for animals, man. We don't do that. Give us everything you got. We gonna pay you double. You know what I mean? Man, leave me alone. You know you're not pimping like that. Hold on. You're not pimping like that, man. You know that. Right, Lambo the Great. Hey, man, I thank you for reminding me, man. Oh, man. Niggas out here wearing toupees and shit, putting their mouth on this pimping, man. It's just, you like AMPM, man. It's too much good stuff to roast your ass about. You know what I mean? Too much good stuff. You out here 40-something years old wearing toupees and shit, man. And see, it's just like what I was talking about yesterday, right? That's the problem with our people. We be justifying things just because it's expensive. It don't matter how foolish, how ridiculous it is. We glorify and justify things just because it costs a lot of money. And this same food that I'm talking about, man, that can't keep my name out his mouth, can't keep Freeze off his mind. You know what I mean? I've been scared of him ever since he said he showed his wife a picture of me and told her that this would he want to be built like. I've been kind of, nervous about him since then. But, this same individual, man, he, what they call that shit, a man unit, a man weave, whatever they call that shit, man. This fool got that shit put on his head, and then, this fool got that shit put on his head, man, and then was like, yeah, I went to Atlanta, man, shout out to my stylist. And I forget how much this fool paid for that bullshit, man. But I know that stylist was looking at him, shaking his head like, sucker. Sucker. Took that money with no problem. You know what I mean? And you went to oh, okay, stay crazy. You know what I'm talking about. I couldn't remember the number. Okay, 700. Yeah, man. You went to Atlanta from Las Vegas and paid $700 to get this bullshit put on top of your head. Oh, man. And then, oh, shit, what's that? Damn, should I do that shit, man? Hold on, man. Nah, I ain't gonna do that, man. I'll do that. I'll say that for another time. But, man, the man was out here looking like, I can't do that much. I'll do this much. Hold on. What's that boy name? What's that boy name, man? What's that boy? Oh, here you go. Okay, I got it. Hold on. Oh shit, hold on. Hold on. Y'all know I'm stupid, right? Hold on, man. Hold on, hold on. Nah, where that nigga? Damn. Oh shit, hold on. Nah, I ain't gonna do that, man. I ain't gonna do that, man. I ain't gonna do that. I was getting ready to show y'all something. I had to catch myself, man. I ain't gonna do that. But I probably will do it later on. I can't, and then I can't do it the way that I want to do it right now. So I'm gonna save that. I ain't gonna do that. But yeah, man. Fool out here, man. You know, putting his mouth on this pimping, man. Leave me alone, man. But you know, y'all not pimping like that, man. A lot of y'all, not just him. A lot of y'all, you know. And it's sad because a lot of y'all just can't get over whatever it was that you've been jealous of Sinful to P about forever. He gone and you still can't get over the shit. Jay Shaw, good looking with the $2 holler. Yo, Freeze, sip this game, man. Expressor J, yeah. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, man. Oh, man. But yeah, man, you know, guys that look like Patty. Patty. You know what I mean? Guys that look like they be eating patty pies and singing about them, you know what I mean? Leave me alone, man. You know? Don't talk about this pimping, man. Leave me alone. I don't be bothering y'all. See, that's the thing. That's what I want y'all to understand, man. I don't be bothering people. I don't start trouble with people. And this will let you know people are miserable. Because they can't keep my name out of their mouths. They'll try to pretend like they're successful. They'll try to pretend like they're happy. They'll try to pretend like they enjoying their life. But if all of this was really the case, then why would you constantly be talking about somebody and lying on somebody that you just pretend, like you make it seem like you just don't like these people, but you can't keep their name out your mouth? If your life was really what you try to portray it to be, then why you always, you know, lying on people? Because using myself as an example, right? Like, man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be able to make things happen the way that I'm able to make things happen. I'm blessed to have good people in my life. I really don't have no bullshit people in my life, which is great, because y'all know what it's like having bullshit people in your life. Some of y'all got bullshit people in your life that you having a hard time getting rid of, man. And I've been there. I know what it feel like, man. But at this point in my life, man, I ain't got no bullshit people in my life. I'm doing my thing. I'm enjoying life. I'm doing my best to be a blessing to as many people as I can. And, you know, I'm having fun. I'm doing the things that I like to do. I'm doing the things that I want to do. And I'm so busy with all of this, right? I don't have time to like sit and think about and conjure up lies and make up lies on people, and or whether it's lies or the truth or whatever, just sitting up gossiping about people, slandering people that I like pretend like I don't like. I don't have time for that. Them type of thoughts don't even come into my mind. And it's not just me. Anybody I know People I know that are happy, whether they're friends, relatives, family members, associates, whatever the case may be. Anybody I know that is really happy and has fulfillment in their lives, they don't do the things that these people do. See, you can pretend for the internet, but I just know where certain behaviors come from. I know the root of it. Right? Like how they say, you could tell the root by the fruit. I see the fruit for what it is. So I know the root of it. I know where that fruit comes from. And I know you are miserable. You don't like yourself. You don't like your life. You probably don't even like the people in your life. You're depressed. And it's obvious, it shows. Some of these people, man, just think about this. This is how you know people ain't pimping like that. Or they not even just the pimping. This goes beyond just the pimping or supposed to be pimping. People ain't living like that. They not happy like that. They not successful like that. Anytime you have people in their 30s and 40s and 50s and they spend time and dedicate themselves to other people's business and they don't get paid from it, they dedicate themselves to digging and doing research on other people, gossiping about other people, lying on other people, making up shit about other people. They spend hours and hours. They treat it like a full-time job and they don't get paid from it. Something has to be wrong in your life. You're not living like that. You can't be. You can't be happy. You can't enjoy your life. Because you're too focused on other people's lives and you're not getting paid from it. See, when you spend so much time doing something, you would think that there's some kind of reward or benefit from you doing that. That is something, material or monetary or something. But y'all people, man, these dudes, like them dudes on Clubhouse, boy, they really ain't pimping like that. And some of them, that's why I just got to keep it real. See, this the pimping at you right now. Some of y'all dudes that be on Clubhouse have pimped like that. And you got some pimping with you. But you done got real comfortable around guys that's not pimping like that and bras that's not 304ing like that. You done got real comfortable around people that are in the game but not of the game. People who don't like the game and don't like themselves. Some of y'all who got some pimping with you, who done some pimping, you done got real comfortable around these people. And I'm letting you know, man, all that time you be spending on Clubhouse being friends with these bras and friends with these suckers, you're not pimping like that. You used to be pimping like that, but right now you're not pimping like that. You're not pimping like that. You know what I mean? Going live with these broads again, being a sucker and compromising and all that because you can't get her to choose up with you being your natural self. You're not pimping like that. You're not. You know what I mean? It's so many weirdos in the game, man, doing all kind of weird shit. See, I understand for certain young people, right? Let me talk to the youngsters in the game for a minute. Or not just the youngsters, but, just people in the game who haven't reached certain heights that they aspire to reach, right? I know you see people in the game that have things that you haven't had yet and that you want. And in your mind, You've you've convinced yourself to believe that they're on a level that you haven't reached yet. And the only thing that you have to justify these thoughts is how things appear on social media. You know, the jewelry, the cars, the money, the females. I know you see certain things, and the people that show you these things, they screaming pimping, or they acting like pimping. And you think that because you might be some pimping, and you know what you do in the game, and you know what you don't do, you know what you refuse to do, you know that what you will never be caught unalive doing, you have a certain idea of what pimping is, and you know what pimping is not. So when you see people with these things and they say pimping, you automatically register it as one thing, but what you don't understand is what it actually is another thing. It's not pimping, right? These dudes be having a whole lot of other shit going on, man. So don't be impressed by that type of shit. Don't allow your respect to be purchased for so cheap, right? Don't just give your respect away to people that ain't earned it, that don't deserve it. Give respect where it's due, and don't give respect where it's not due. Because a lot of these people, when it comes to some pimping, they respect ain't due, because they not pimping like that. Man, you will be amazed if you could just like go behind the scenes and see what's really going on, man. A lot of these dudes be having transformers. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot, but it's some guys out there that done had some transformers, that done broke on some transformers, might be breaking on a transformer right now. You know what I mean? Might be going hard on and mashing on the science project right now. You know what I mean? See, you have people that's pimping for it, and then you have people that's just getting some money. And when you pimping for it, it's a lot of things for the money that you will not do, because it's just contrary to who you are, not only as a pimp, but as a man, right? It's things that you ain't gonna do. But some of these guys, though, they doing things that you ain't gonna do, man. They calling it pimping, but it's not. They not really pimping like that. They're not, man. Because just to be honest, man, you got some science projects out there, man, that they get a lot of money. Historically, I've always heard about different instances where, there's some science projects out there, there's some transformers out there that get big money, more than a lot of these natural born women out here. It's some out there that's really doing that, right? And you have certain guys out there that have, and you got certain guys out there that currently are on that type of time, right? So you can't and this is what I don't want the young pimping, like, who see certain individuals that got more money and materials than them to, I don't want this to be the case. I don't want you to get intimidated by just that. Because when you true to this game and you got this game in you, you won't be denied. You might be delayed, but you won't be denied. You know what I mean? As long as you being true to the game and playing the game accordingly, how it go, you're not going to be denied. Everybody get a turn, and you're going to have your turn. You might have more than one turn. And when your turn come around, you might get a nice long run. But don't be intimidated. Don't think it's a big them and a little you just based on the fact that they got some money. Because they doing stuff that you're not going to do. See, you're not going to get married. And you're not going to let her control your campaign, your household, your situation. You're not going to let her determine who gets to stay and who has to go and all this old type of stuff. And, if somebody come around that might be performing better than her, she going to run them off. You're not going to deal with all that kind of stuff. But these guys, they deal with that. They make it look real good, but they deal with a lot of stuff that you, with your pimping ass, you're not going to deal with. Right? They not pimping like that. So, don't think that just because they got, some nice jewelry and some money and cars and all this type of stuff, don't think that they pimping bigger than you or better than you, or like they know something about the real game that you don't know. It ain't that. Some people, it might be the case. Some people you see that got money and all that type of stuff, they really are pimping like that. So don't get it twisted. Don't think that I'm saying that everybody with money and materials that's doing their thing is not. I'm not saying that, because you got quite a few that are pimping like that. But don't allow that to intimidate you or think that this individual or these individuals are greater than you in some kind of way. Because listen, man, if a dude, he married to the 304 and now she's registered in his name like a firearm or like a car, like a piece of property, like something a material item, he got the broad registered in his name. So that's, she's legally bound to him. You know what I mean? So that you can't compare that, because you're not going to marry nobody just to keep her around, because you understand that you the prize. You understand your value. You know what you bring to the table. You know the various many different ways that ladies are going to benefit by being involved with you. So you know that you don't have to marry nobody in order to have your way in the game. But it's a lot of this type of stuff going on, man. And I don't want you to think that these individuals are greater than you some kind of way. No, they just got more money than you right now. And then, like I've said before, another thing I don't want you young cats to get twisted, man. A lot of times it be these older guys, that try to compare themselves to you and try to, have Mac outs with you and all this type of stuff. Listen, man, if somebody is in their 40s and you in your 20s, they supposed to have more money than you. They supposed to have more material items than you. They supposed to be better established in the game than you. They been around twice as long as you, if not longer. So don't get caught up in that either, man. Don't let, some of these older guys, try to intimidate you and make you feel lesser than them because they got more than you right now. Man, they older than you. They supposed to. You know what I mean? I remember when they tried to do that with my young loved one, 100, when he was out there in Vegas, man. All them dudes is old enough to be his father out there trying to roast him about something, man. It's like, come on, man. Most of y'all got kids his age, if not older. Don't do that. Put some more love in my body, man. Listen. Okay. Y'all got the likes looking a little better, but if you ain't wiped your feet off at the door when you stepped into a pimp's domain, please do so now. Hit that like button. Yeah, man. Shout out to the real, man. You know, like they say, real is rare. No other statement is probably truer than that. Real is rare, especially in this game, man. You know, because it ain't fair because people could get on the internet and pretend and make it seem like what it ain't. And then not only can people get on the internet and pretend like it is what it ain't, you know, you got people who are older and their history is a mystery, or they try to rewrite their history, and you know there's different waves that come around, that come and go in the game. You know, a lot of people that's active in the game right now, 5 years from now, they're gonna be doing something else. They're not gonna be around. They're not gonna be active in the game. And you know, you have certain individuals that've been around a long time that they play on that. They capitalize on that. They reinvent themselves so that the new wave don't understand or know what they had going on with the waves in the past. You know, the new wave ain't gonna know what the old wave that's no longer active knows. Right? And, you know, some of these people that y'all admire and look up to and all that, hey man, they was laughing stocks. Some of these people was laughing stocks, man. Some of these people, you know, they wasn't like that. You dig? So, but yeah, man, these people, man, they not pimping like that. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, man, I just had to get on here and talk my shit, man. Let me see. Reading these comments. Right. Cinderoni says it's a lot of history being rewritten. Man, you already know, man. It's a lot of people doing that, man, because they don't like that history. And the internet allows you to get away with that. The internet allows people to rewrite their history, man. Especially when, you know, they know how to do it in a way where it ain't nobody who was around back then to challenge and question the shit. Or, you know, some people just don't care to put the spotlight on certain shit, you know. Or, you know, when it's so many people rewriting history, you know, you got all of these people pretending that they was something that they never was. They're not going to expose each other. You know, if you have a community of people that are pretending to be something that they never was, and they pretending like they've been that for a long time, and they all know it, they know each other's secrets, they're not going to expose each other. You know what I mean? And then you got people like me that, you know, again, I'm so busy being myself and living and enjoying my own life. You know, I don't get caught up in the nonsense. I don't get caught up in the gossip that he said, she said. You know, let me expose this person and that person. I don't get caught up in that. But, you know, when people get to speaking on my name, and then especially when they get to speaking on my brother's name, you know, I'm going to definitely clear the shit up. You know what I mean? Right, they all buddy freeze. Yeah, for sure. It's a lot of that going on. Passive aggressive pimping behavior. For real. Registered as diabolical. Bill, you ain't never lied. Scribble in their notepad and they created the whole history. Ronaldo Jason, for real, you already know. But yeah, man, we gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up, man. As always, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and tapping in with a pimp. Hold on. Let me see something real quick before we go. Brother Bill, good looking with the $2 holla. Glory to God for this game. Lifting now. Long live Philip Brandon Gilmore. Appreciate you, Bill. Luxury Beats. Good looking with the $5 holla. Freezes it, a.k.a. Sub-Zero. Don't let up. Nah, man. You know, that's one thing I love about being 100, man. It make the fake individuals, it make the fraudulent people feel uncomfortable, man. And you know, I've always done that naturally. Made people feel uncomfortable. You dig? Vladimir Holmes, good looking with the $5 holla. Keep coming with the game. Yeah, man, you know, we gonna stay doing that. For sure, for sure. No doubt. Hold on. But yeah, man, we gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up, man. As always, again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in and tapping in with a pimp. I appreciate you for all your comments, questions, input, jokes, feedback, all that good shit. I appreciate you for sharing this video. I appreciate you for subscribing and hitting the bell when you subscribe. I appreciate you for all the super chats, the cash apps, the PayPals. I appreciate your support in every which way that you comes with it, man. Y'all already know who it is and what it is. Freezes it. If you out in traffic moving around, please do so in a safe fashion. And of course, as always, long live the incomparable Sinful to P. We out.